Starfall.
Hey guys, Nick here with Starfall Sabers. I am going to do a YouTube reveal on my Imperial Knight and the thin waist Scrapflex. So let's start with the Imperial Knight. This is the prototype that a customer bought and had me do or had it installed. JR from Acolyte Armory did the install, did a really nice job. It's running a Nano V4 with power extender. This one is also a made-to-order item in my Etsy shop. So I'll kind of take you through the saber. It has a nice about 3 inches of blade depth. This is your blade retention screw. This is the LED retention screw. And then this is your power button here, and the activation plate, and the shroud material here, and your pommel. This is an extremely loud saber. So tap the power button to wake it up.
We are Imperial Knights. There are none better.
And again. Push and hold to power down. And you can cycle through, there's 3 different sound fonts on here. By pushing and holding the power button and releasing, it'll activate the next sound font. So let me show you how to get access to the saber. This set screw here takes the pommel off, just like so. And then the chassis is secured in here. By backing out this recessed button head screw, you'll get access to the chassis. And you just loosen it a little bit, like so. And the chassis will pull out here. You can charge it. And let's see. And then you get access to the card right there to make any changes. And don't twist this, it's just as it goes in and out here. There's a little bit of play, but you don't want to over tighten or over twist. You can just kind of put the pommel in to make sure that it's seated correctly, and then just tighten down the button head screw. Like so. Now the chassis doesn't move. It's usually better to actually back that out, put this in first, so it's nice and flush. And then tighten this. And you are good to go. So now we'll take a look at the thin waist Scrapflex. This was a commission for my Scrapflex. I've done a couple of them. This is actually the 3rd one now. Got another one, actually 2 more coming up. One with a leather wrap and another one very similar to this with the thin waist. So this was a challenge to engineer that. It's actually a steel thin waist, so it's real solid. Still, with all the different greeblies on this saber, I wouldn't recommend dueling with it really. I mean, you could swing it around, but it's more of like a shelf queen. So it has brass bunny ears, exposed brass on these greeblies here, brass circle pins. Yeah, so anyway, this is running a prism. What's nice about this one, the way the chassis works, you just unscrew the pommel here. The chassis is fixed in the saber. Now Vader Head did the install on this one, did a really nice job. And you notice the chassis is fixed. The speaker actually sits back in here, which is nice, and you can just go ahead and charge the saber here and get access to your SD card. And this saber with the speaker sitting back here is extremely loud. You have your blade retention screw here. To wake up the saber, this is your power button here. Tap once. And power on. This is your auxiliary button. Tap for blaster box. Hold it down for lockup. Hold the power button down to shut it off. And then you can cycle through the sound fonts by pushing and holding the auxiliary button until it beeps and releasing. And I think this is just 3 stock fonts. You can get access to the SD card and load up, I believe, 6 different sound fonts. Now what's nice with the Prism, tap the power and the auxiliary at the same time, and you'll get color change. And then it'll remember whatever color that you had selected. The next time you go to that sound font, you'll power it on and it'll remember that last color profile selected. So any questions on these sabers, my customers can hit me up. This has been the Imperial Knight and the Scrapflex. Again, as always, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram at Starfall_Sabers. And thanks again for the support. And you can like the channel also. We've got a lot of more saber reveals coming up. Thanks again, guys.